North Texas, there is a crisis in Henderson County. It's a small city of Toole. The volunteer fire department says they're using old equipment. This is just some of it that you see on video. This stuff can barely pass inspection, they say. Their fire trucks, they keep breaking down, puts them and those who count on them at risk. Our Marvin Hurst again for us tonight to show us the challenges here and a possible solution.
3 days before Christmas.
Okay, so a caller called 911. They said they heard an explosion.
There's distress and fire on Jones Drive in Toole.
The house was fully involved.
The Toole Fire and Rescue calls nearby emergency service districts to come to that house as a man, his girlfriend, and 7-year-old daughter basically watch Christmas in their home collapse and burn. The department has to call for backup. And the 15 volunteer firefighters who respond with Toole have to wear these to a scene.
This is probably, I'd say 10, 15-year-old gear. That's probably 25-year-old gear right there.
The firefighters are trying to crowdsource $300,000 so the department can get new SCBA tanks and masks. That's minus the audio that most incident commanders use to communicate with crews during an emergency.
If you look through here, you'll see this is supposed to run through here, but that's all frayed and cut. That's all torn up. It's supposed to be out of service, technically, but we still use it.
They also need new air compressors to refill these oxygen tanks and new fire hoses with better nozzles. This bird's eye view gives a glimpse of the area firefighters cover in the city, an estimated 2,300 people. Then, as Emergency Service District Number 4, they also help in Henderson County when needed. And it's wintertime, when fires generally rise.
Are you holding your breath that everybody does everything right and a fire does not break out?
In our current situation with our engine being down and our tanker being in the shop, yes, I'm praying that everyone is playing it safe at home.
Yeah, there's a truck problem too. The department's 23-year-old engine brings a fog of emission to every scene.
It might get us there, but the mechanics have told us it might go out, on the way there, during the fire, while it's running, pumping the pump, or it might go out while we're driving it back.
It could stop at any time?
Yes, sir. Unfortunately, yes.
Fire Chief Rodney McLean just got Toole's tanker out of the shop. Again. They tell CBS News Texas it breaks down quarterly. The tanker, though, is vital to carry water to fires, since fire hydrants are scarce in the growing city. This brush truck is the only new truck the department has ever bought. There is a rescue boat, but it's not equipped for lake emergencies until they can come up with $10,000. And no money, no people.
I don't have nobody at my door trying to join.
Because nobody wants to volunteer.
Nobody wants to volunteer, not nowadays.
So what is the solution to this department's financial crisis? Well, they say long-term, it's going to be tax dollars from houses like this that are put on the market or ones that are under construction, even businesses that move into this area. Short-term, they're looking for money into their fundraiser or even equipment that's donated to the department.
The Emergency Service District Office, the fire crew's funding administrator, is in the same building, setting aside $210,000 annually for firefighters. That's according to Toole. The department has received 3 cents off of a dollar from property tax since Texas put the emergency service districts on the books in 2003. But it's not enough for Toole to breathe safely inside of a burning home.
You can probably last about mostly 20 minutes before all the air goes out.
So if grants, fundraising, and an increase in tax dollars don't come through soon,
you're not sure, based upon the equipment, that the department could make it through.
The crisis here may need a 911. In Toole, Marvin Hurst, CBS News, Texas.
By the way, Marvin also tells us that the story that you just saw is kind of the story for a lot of volunteer fire departments. So Tool is not necessarily an exception. 65% of the nation's fire departments volunteer, but that does not lessen operational costs. You can see for yourself here, we're listing them out. Estimates for equipment from the National Volunteer Fire Council with pricing on everything from a simple helmet to some pretty complicated training.